Okay, for the blade change, with that, you want to take out the two screws that line up with your tool, which is this one and this one over here. Tool you tuck in back here, over here, line up with your holes and put the screws in, screw it in tight. All right, now you can take the rest of the bolts out.
So that tool, plus a spare blade in the wood there, plus cut blocks, all that extra stuff is with the press, or with the cutter. It'll be in the box underneath. The cutter is easily movable with a pallet jack. You can get in from either side, pick it up, and move it wherever you want to go. It also runs on 110. Which makes it simple to plug in just about anywhere. So Jeff's got the bolts out loose. He's taking the last one out now. Comes the blade.
The blade is held in there safely on this.
Yeah, so it's held in a way that it's hard to hurt yourself.
I'll wipe this grease off the top real quick and put it back in.
The machine has been recently greased. We took it apart and cleaned it up for you. Those blades are incredibly sharp though, so just be careful about touching the business end of it.
Yeah, and this one, the sharp end is safely tucked away back in there, so.
You can still get your finger underneath there if you try, just stay away from that side. Now we just do the reverse.
These holes have slots in them. That allows this to slide up into those two holes. That's why those are the ones you take out first. Slide it all the way up as high as you can. And put your other 3 bolts in.
So there's a total of 5 bolts. The outsides and the center one are not slotted. And that's what holds it up. And then the position 2 and 4 are slotted, and that allows you to get that tool in there. You're going to want to do this about every 5,000 cuts. So with the second blade, what you'll do is you'll pop the second one on, and then you'll send the first one out for sharpening, and just keep rotating. You can go beyond 5,000 cuts, but the more you do, the less sharp the edges will be. All right, so now the blade is tight. You can take the tool off and put the final 2 bolts in.
want these tight, but don't over tighten them.
There's a lot of leverage on that big Allen wrench, so don't overdo it or it'll be a problem when you try to get it loose next time.
And this cut stick can be lifted out too. I'm going to switch sides because I don't know how much that one's being used. So it's got one groove. I'm just going to turn it around. Use the back.
So the cut sticks can be used a total of 8 times, rotated 7 times, because it does not cut directly in the center of the stick. So you can actually go 180 this way, and then you've got 4 turns you can do.
And you want to check that the new blade, since we put it in a new position with the bolts, is still cutting all the way through the paper. So I'm going to put this one in. Looks good. And it's leaving a little bit on that end. So the same tool that you took the blade out with, this is when you want to lock this down. Bring the blade down, let go with one, turn the key off, and it'll stay down. And then there are 2, one on each side of these eccentrics that you can turn. It has a plus here, 0 there. I'm going to turn it a little more to bring that down to cut through this paper. You just want to turn in about 1/8 of a turn at a time. So close. And then turn your key back on, it should come up.
Want me to bring it down to 6 or so?
Yeah.
So we're going to do 6, start, pop it about 1 inch, and then give it a test cut.
All right, it went all the way through there.
Perfect. So that's about it. The only other thing is the power up sequence, which, Jeff, let's go ahead and turn it off. As soon as the capacitors die out, that'll go blank. All right, we can turn it back on now. And you'll get this, you'll have to hit start. And it's gonna do it's gonna run the clamp or the back gauge all the way back and get a home position, and then you're ready to go. So then I can just hit, say, 8.5. And I'll bring it up and you are ready to cut. There you go. That's the blade change on a Triumph cutter.